Yeah, what up? It's Big Bink for Big Bink's Break Room Podcast. I got my man Action Jackson over there one time.
In the building, you already know it.
First lady from Reunion Radio, Shawnee Scott.
Hey, I'm here.
That boy Mel's on the mic in the building.
What's happening? We back in full effect. Another edition of the show.
Hey, can I say this though, man? Because we don't say this enough.
Okay.
I want to make sure that you know, and I'm looking in the camera as I say this, that you know, we doing this podcast, and it ain't free, right? So you know, like how people be doing shows and they need help. Well, we kind of need your help. Like we gonna set up this Cash App, right? You can see it right down there, the little Cash App thing, and we're asking for donations. Look, ain't nothing too big, ain't nothing too small, but actually these shows don't run for free, baby.
No, they don't. They do cost, but you know what? Why don't we do this?
All right.
Because I know my sister, she put some dope stuff together. You can see it right here on the table, right?
Yeah.
So check this out. Why don't we offer some of this nice break room swag to the audience right now?
Yeah.
So like if they donate something, why don't we give them like a t-shirt or one of these little bottles, something like that?
All right. So if you donate, right?
Well, wait. what we can't say is donate.
Oh, we can't say donate?
Because we are not a 501c3. So they can be partners.
So if you want to be the partners, a Media Room
and that
360.
sounds so much better.
Yeah. Big Bink's Break Room. You can come up on a shirt like this right here. You know?
Be a partner.
You can come up on some gear like some of these cups, because everybody had them cups, these cups that you could take to the house and you could drink. You know what I'm saying? Put some milk in there, some juice. You know what I'm saying?
Milk and juice.
Some
brown liquor. We got the brown liquor cup
Yeah, we got
right
the brown
there.
liquor cup right there.
Brown liquor.
That boy Mel's
there.
on the mic with the brown liquor. But no, seriously though, we need your help. I mean, just think, if everybody who watching this right now, no, man, better yet, we all got over 2,000 friends on Facebook, I know.
Yeah.
But actually, we got a lot more. But if everybody who watched this just gave $1, I know I be doing it when I be watching people podcast, they be asking for money, so maybe it'll reciprocate. Just $1. One freaking dollar. 50 cents, whatever. It'll help us with what we're trying to do with provide, content, chemistry, community, everything we do at Big Bink's Break Room and Media Room 360. And we got so much in the pipe that we want to show y'all and continue to show y'all. All right,
be a partner.
I just want. What you say?
I said be a partner.
Yeah, be a partner. We need some partners. And that's. I mean, I don't care if you live in Dallas. I don't care if you live in Chicago, Oklahoma City. Everywhere. I mean, we got various fans across the country, but we just need your help.
New York, Philly,
Africa, all that stuff. Philly, all that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I didn't want to take I did want to take some time to do this because we don't do it.
Yeah, of course you did.
All right, let's get it cracking.
It's your show. That's what you're.
It's the male show. Let's get it cracking.
No, this is your show. It's Big Bink's Break Room for a reason.
I'm trying to feed my kids. Hey, I got one in college, one in fees every time I turn around for chili and all that stuff. I need some help. All right, sorry. I just wanted to have a moment. She got track stars at her house. Actually got college students.
volleyball stars.
I'm done.
Yeah, but they still need help.
I'm done. Yeah, they still need help. They still broke.
And we need help.
What we got, Mels?
All right, we got this week.
Y'all telling me to shut up?
No.
Okay, all right, go ahead.
Well, we just got a lot going on this week. We trying to get through these topics, man. We got a lot going on out there on planet Earth out here.
Yes,
so
sir.
we got a lot to get through. First thing is first, we came across this TikTok channel. Shout out to Cocoa Butter. They're doing this thing that I found very interesting.
Yeah.
It's a series where black folks are going to try things that black people are not known to do. All right? So consider like LARPing. You know what LARPing is? You ever heard of LARPing?
Nah, what's that?
That is live action role playing.
Live action
What?
role play.
Have you ever driven by a park and seen a bunch of kids pretending like they're in like Harry Potter and they're fake fighting with like swords and stuff like that? Have you never seen that before? I've seen it before.
No.
I've never seen it.
Well,
Haven't made it to my neighborhood yet. Not my zip code.
well, yeah, you might want to go check in some of the more affluent, suburb parks and go check this out. How about Renaissance Fair? Have you ever been to a Renaissance Fair?
Yeah, I
It's
used to
Beyonce
go.
tour, right?
I used to go
Renaissance tour.
every
No, sorry.
year.
No, not
Renaissance
Beyonce
Fair.
tour. That has nothing to do with Beyonce.
You dress
Renaissance.
up like it's medieval times or like medieval times. That
I've been to that
restaurant
restaurant.
is-
Yeah, you dress up.
That's
yeah.
like a Renaissance fair in a building.
Okay.
Yeah, but there's a difference between going to the fair and dressing up for
I
the
go
fair.
to the fair and I dressed up for the fair.
You dressed up?
You dressed up?
Yeah.
Oh, we want to
wow.
see those pictures.
Well, I didn't take no pictures.
Oh man, come on, man.
You weren't dressed up when we went. We went to the fair last year. You weren't dressed up.
The Renaissance Fair.
Renaissance Fair.
I thought
You
were talking
dressed
about
up like
State
a wench or something.
Yeah.
You know, I was a wench.
You was a what?
With the bustier, back
Yeah.
in the day of Robin Hood.
Yeah, but what is a wench?
That would be a maiden, a harlot.
I wasn't no harlot. Action.
I'm just saying that's what it is.
What's that show that come on? That old show like that? Is it called Bridgerton? Bridgerton.
Bridgerton.
Is that that's the type of flavor y'all talking about?
Yeah, exactly.
I ain't up on
That's
that.
Renaissance.
Okay. All right.
A wench.
No, black people don't do that
Wench.
because there ain't no black people in Bridgerton. So.
It is plenty of black. The queen is black.
Oh, is she?
Yes.
Oh, sorry. Not on the the Netflix had a picture of what it is all white people. So,
No, the queen
they
is
don't have the
black,
people
and
as a star.
it's based on reality because the queen before Queen Elizabeth a couple of times she was black. She was
Oh,
actually
wow.
Queen Charlotte.
Cleopatra. Okay, no.
Queen Charlotte is actually black. She was just fair skinned.
Oh wow, I'm not up. I gotta check it out on TV.
I don't know what's wrong with the Brits. They already got black blood in they blood.
Wow.
Hey.
We all do.
Well, what about walking around barefoot all day?
Hell no.
I was walking around barefoot.
Well, there's
Hard
a
no.
difference though. I say hell no.
hard
too
no.
quick.
No, we're not talking about all day. We're talking about in public.
Hell no.
Out in the
Hard
public.
no.
You out in the street with it, barefoot.
Hard no. Hard no.
Now, when I was little, that's how. I mean, because we be outside all day.
Well, that was
So
kids.
we walked to the store. We ain't had no shoes
Not
on.
barefooted.
Yeah, we didn't have to wear shoes. It wasn't no shoes, no shirt policy then.
I
When
grew up
was
in
a
the country,
kid.
so yes,
When I
there
was
is
a
some
kid.
truth to that. As a kid, you probably
Yeah.
well, I walked around
We
barefoot
was
a
outside.
lot.
We couldn't go back in the house. You think I'm gonna go back in the house and they make me stay in the house?
Yeah, but there are times when you want to walk around barefooted, sure. But are you gonna
Around
do
the
it?
crib?
Are you gonna do it all day, like Mel said, and go to the mall? Are you
Yeah.
gonna go to the gas
I'm
station?
not gonna go
Are
to
you
the
gonna hop
mall.
in the car and be like, I'm on my way, and then I'm gonna walk to this?
Nah.
See?
No, I'm not
Yeah.
doing that. But I will go out and
Too much
ground.
stuff on the ground.
Yeah,
Ugh.
it's a hard no.
People be
It's hard.
spitting and
Yeah, it's
But
hard
you
no.
get a clean spot and you ground yourself with the earth. The
Now-
earth is a magnet.
Now we can talk because that's
Yeah.
what I do. I just got up on this whole thing about, being barefooted in your own little whatever at the crib, on the grass and grounding yourself with the earth is supposed to bring energy back into the body. And I do that. No shoes, no socks, just me in the grass for about 15 minutes.
You need to do it on the concrete too. It's a different feeling.
I don't know about the concrete part.
It's a different feeling.
Okay, I didn't read the part. I read the part
Yeah.
about the grass
You
and the
can do
dirt and all
grass,
that old stuff.
do the
all
concrete.
the roots and all that stuff supposed to re-energize your body. It's supposed to be a different. I don't know about the. I don't trust concrete though, but I
I'm
will
looking
try.
at Mel's face like Mel's like.
Yeah. No, that's
and
real
at
talk.
the same time, what are we supposed to be smoking?
Well, I don't smoke, so I'm
look,
gonna go
I get in touch with the earth
grounded
that
with
way.
or drinking brown liquor. What are we drinking and smoking? And what are we supposed to do while we doing
I
this
get in touch with
exercise?
the earth that way.
Yeah.
I instead of putting my foot bare feet into the ground. But what are some things? What are some other things that y'all know that white people do that we just ain't doing?
I was at the park maybe about 4 months ago, inside hooping, and the guys that I was playing with was white. All these fools was playing basketball in Crocs. You know what Crocs are?
Oh wow!
They playing and they going hard
Wow.
in Crocs. and some of them do move the shoe come off, and I'm just like, he just like it ain't nothing. Put it back on, and I'm like, bro.
I don't know if that's just white people because the kids do that too.
No, but I'm saying you won't see no black people not playing basketball in no damn Crocs. You won't see black people playing basketball in Crocs. That's what I'm trying to say.
Go to some high school.
Not in no Crocs.
Well, Shadi, I think Shadi has first-hand experience because she
They different.
Well, maybe older black people then.
we ain't doing no real physical activity in Crocs besides walking.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
I mean,
saw
y'all
that,
ain't
I
gonna
was
We're
like,
doing nothing in Crocs
Crocs.
in mine.
Yeah, that's the
nothing.
thing. But they wear them
It's hard
Crocs
now.
like they Jordans.
yeah, that's horrible.
And those slides, those little the Yeezy slides.
That's horrible too. Yeah, my son got some of those.
That with their little socks.
They don't even look like shoes. Them shoes, I don't know what they look like.
Yeah.
That's horrible. That's horrible.
What you got, Shani? What is something white folks do that you wouldn't do, or you'll be willing to try to do? Because you would have
Nah,
done it all.
I'm not willing to try to do nothing.
Oh,
Yeah.
What? Okay, but you willing to walk around barefoot? You said?
Yeah,
I
that's
don't think
ridiculous.
that's white people though. I think that's Indian or something. I don't think that's
Well,
white
according to
people,
this
though.
video series, this is what they did. They actually went out into the street and walked around barefoot.
My neighbor cut his grass.
That was
and he
repulsed
don't
by
have
the
no
whole
shoes
thing.
on.
I don't hang around white people, so I don't know what they do. Now you ask me what I won't do that Mexicans do, because I'm around Mexicans.
Lord.
I'm not around white folks.
And all the mail needs to go to Shawnee Scott.
I'm just saying, I live with Mexicans,
Oh, them avocados about to come
but
up.
you know.
They about to send you a bunch of avocados.
right
And
now.
that's fine. Shout out to Art. Art was in the courtyard the other day on the grill barbecuing, and we walked up. He was like, dang, it smell good. I said, are you cooking for everybody? He said, go get you a plate.
Man,
I went and got a plate. He had ribs. He had sausage. I said, you want me to bring you some meat? He said, no, you ain't got to bring nothing, mommy. You just come eat. Me and Tamron told it up.
shout out that boy Art.
So
One
what
time.
That
up,
says
Art?
don't be playing, man.
So I got a case of Modelo for you, Art.
Man, hold up.
That's what he was drinking.
Yeah, Modelo go hard.
So
though.
when he get back out there, I heard, Art, I got something for you.
Yeah.
Action. You seen anything that they do that you wouldn't do?
I'm on Team Shawnee on this one. I really don't kick it, but I mean, I can't really think of anything that they were. I mean, because I do a lot of stuff that my people don't do anyway. With like the cycling,
Like cycling,
Yeah,
the AIDS ride.
the
It's
AIDS
coming
ride.
up.
That's pretty white.
Make a
Yeah,
donation.
very.
Make a
Pretty
donation.
Caucasian.
I golf. I play a lot of golf. A lot of brothers are golfing these days, so I
A lot of
do
brothers
watch out.
golfing. We
Yeah,
get
a lot
into
of
the
brothers
game.
are golfing now, but it took us a while to get into it. It took us a while, but shout out to Masters going on, no, I can't really think of anything that I would say that they do that I wouldn't do, except for maybe the raisins in the potato salad.
Oh my God.
Who came up with that?
I don't know.
Where did that come from?
Cannot do
Look
that.
at my history book. What white person started that?
I don't know. Like, why would you even think of that concept?
Yeah, that's horrible.
Yeah.
Hey, but you know what though?
Yeah.
The whole bungee jumping
Yeah.
thing.
Extreme sports, pretty much in
You don't see no
general.
black people doing that.
I mean, I would do that if I hadn't had a stroke. I would do it, but parasailing, skydiving,
I've done
zip
skydiving,
lining,
parasailing,
all that. Yeah,
Zip
y'all
zip
ain't
lining.
living.
Yeah,
It's
you
not
got-
on the popular black list. Let me- it's not on the popular.
Y'all not living.
I've done it before, but I was like,
You
no,
bungee
y'all go
jumped?
ahead. No,
You've never bungee jumped. You got to though.
but
I'm telling you,
I've
it's
just
so
watched,
fun.
and it wasn't a lot of us bungee jumping. But I have jumped off a cliff before into a nice sparkling blue ocean. I've done that before.
I've done that too.
Yeah, see that? No,
That was in
not a
Jamaica.
lot.
Now
not
see,
a lot of us
I ain't
do
did that. I'm
Not a lot
not
of
doing
us do that.
because you don't know what's in that water.
It was blue and clear. It was beautiful.
You don't know what's in
But
that
not
water.
only that, just swimming. Period. Not a lot of us swim.
We getting up in that too.
Yeah,
But
we
I do
get
swim.
up in there, but
I love going to the beach.
Yeah.
Going to the beach and swimming is two different things.
No, I get in the water at the
Yeah.
beach,
Yeah,
but
see?
not in Galveston.
Nah, not in Galveston.
Yeah,
not,
not
in
Galveston.
Not in the Gulf of
Not in
America.
Galveston. Yeah.
I ain't jumping in the Gulf of America. I was damn. What y'all talking about?
The Gulf of America.
But shout out to Coco. I think the name is Coco Butter on TikTok, and go follow us on TikTok as well at Big Brings Big Room. We over there right now since TikTok got extended, and we on there for
Yeah,
a
we
few
got
more.
like about 3 months, something like that.
What's that?
To-
Yeah,
the
about
extension.
70 to 80 more days,
Yeah,
about
yeah.
something like
At
that.
the time of this taping,
So at the
70,
time
80
of this
more
taping, so
days.
if we
It's been
still
an
there,
extension.
go holler at us and come holler at us.
Follow us, too.
Yeah, follow us too. A lot of story that is another story that is causing, I guess, a rift between the races, especially here in the North Texas area, is the Texas track meet murder. We discussed it last time up there in Frisco.
We are not gonna call that that.
That's what
Yeah.
that's what they
We
calling
are
it.
not
Man.
gonna
That's
call
the
that
only
no
way.
Texas. Well, we
we
not gonna
would
call
not
it
fall into
that.
the propaganda shot.
Yeah, the Texas track meet murder.
And I
We
think-
shot not fall into the propaganda.
That was the only way they identified. But there was the stabbing of a 17-year-old by the name of Austin Metcalf. 17-year-old Carmelo Anthony has been charged, not the basketball player, not to be confused with a basketball player. And of course, a lot of people are debating. The police are saying they're having problems with the investigation because there's a lot of misinformation getting thrown out there by people because people are posting videos of their own opinion, passing it off as fact. And also, there's, I guess, dueling GoFundMe accounts from what I keep hearing about. But Carmelo's has raised more, close to $300,000 as of the time of this taping.
Wow.
Which is good.
That's supposed to be legal fees and all
he's
that?
going to need that for legal fees.
Yeah, he's definitely gonna need it for legal fees.
His bond is $1 million, so $100,000, right?
Well, the goal,
Yeah,
the goal they're
100,000.
trying to achieve is $350,000.
Oh, wow.
I don't know
Almost
what
there.
his bond is. I think his bond is $1 million though. He's
It's
under.
$1 million, so they got to pay $100,000, right? To get out.
But I think you know, I mean, at the end of the day, you know, we're here to entertain, but we are journalists at the end of the day, and so I think a lot of times, you know, on social media, people just run with a narrative. I know when the story first came out, they was trying to paint, you know, the victim one way, and the guy who committed it, paint him a certain way.
The guy who said he defended himself.
Yeah, the guy who defended himself. So I just been watching it, and it's more information coming out. You know, as recent as last night, I saw a video of a guy who was actually there and kind of painted a different narrative that the young black man who's a scholar, who's on the football team, who had a job, like who doesn't fit the narrative of a thug. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And in this video, this guy was like, you know, the guy was jumped allegedly by the brothers, the two white guys, about him sitting up under a tree, not a tree, the tent or whatever. This is what the video said. This is not us saying it. This is what the video said. As this story continues to develop, you know, we just have to be careful with, you know, the information, and because I mean, until it's in court, like, you know, like right now, I guess they, you know, guys trying to get out on bond or whatever, right?
Well, here's the issue that's with the so-called GoFund campaign. The Anthony family has put out a statement saying that they were never behind any GoFundMe campaign.
Oh, wow.
Oops.
And they say they have not authorized any GoFundMe campaign, including the one that's claiming that they've raised $300,000 for him. So I think this is a bigger issue as of why. That's the question.
Yeah.
Why? We're living in a time now where people are trying to capitalize off a tragedy
Yeah, that's horrible.
in some way, shape, or form.
If that's the case,
Yeah.
that's horrible.
And there's also an issue of, again, like I said, this social media battle that's going on right now, I think is a bigger issue. Because nobody, unless you were there, you don't know what the hell happened.
Right.
No.
So it's just interesting to me to see this back and forth between everybody on social media about this case.
It doesn't surprise me because, I mean, think about what social media is. It gave people the opportunity to voice their opinion. So, and everybody think they're a journalist. Everybody think they can report the news. They get on there, standing, looking like this in the camera. Oh, okay. Well, I'm here and don't know what they're doing.
It's just sad if you look at the whole thing, just because, number one, somebody tragically lost their life, probably over nothing.
Yeah.
Just over something simple, stupid, that could have been handled a totally different way. And now this young man is in Texas where we have the death penalty. And not saying that the DA will seek the death penalty.
He can't get the death penalty because he's
life.
under
Because he's 17.
he's still a minor. He's 17.
Oh, don't think they can't change that.
No, it was a ruling that put out. It came out today. They're not going to charge him with death. Or give
With
him
murder
life.
or with or
I
hit him
mean,
with the
they're
death penalty?
not going to hit him with
They're
the
not
death
going to seek
penalty.
the death penalty.
And he's not going to get life.
Well, again, because probably they look at his record, though.
No, it's a law that was put in place.
Like 2005,
Yeah.
something like that.
But again, I understand what you guys are saying.
Yeah.
But you're talking to in an age where that can't be skirted. There's a law that says we have due process. And there's 300 immigrants in a foreign country right now that didn't get due process. So again, the law is a funny thing when it applies to certain individuals.
I agree with that.
And we already know that.
Yeah.
This is why I'm saying that he's in Texas. Things can happen in a way where, regardless of what the law says, if somebody higher doesn't feel that the law has been applied correctly,
Yeah.
the law can be changed.
I mean, at the end of the day, man, I just hope that the right information comes out and due process, like Action was talking about, really happens, because this is like I say, at the end of the day, it's a shame that somebody lost their life, but I really hope the correct story, whatever it is, whatever the correct story is, I just hope that gets out.
That's the main thing I would want to happen, is the truth.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The truth has to win out over the day, because, again, not only, this young man's future is on the line about this. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I prefer, if we're going to be right, let's be factual, and everybody out there chill out, because unless you were there, you don't know. Right. So why are you throwing yourself in the mix to get some views, and whoever's running these GoFundMe accounts, that's got to stop too. That's why I haven't really paid attention to this story, because of the unfortunate fact of the misinformation of it.
Right. Well, I just like to say, who's ever doing the GoFundMe account, I got an AIDS ride coming up.
That's right.
Right.
And I need you to work with me. Right. Because if you got $300,000 for this dude on legal fee, I need to raise 10 grand for my AIDS ride. Do that GoFundMe for me.
Talk to him, Jackson. Talk to him, Action. Go ahead and plug it real quick.
Action Jackson, AIDS life cycle. I need you to GoFundMe.
Get ready for that, and also get all the details about that on the site, and also in the QR codes and everywhere else. You already know that. Let's talk some politics real quick and money real quick, because everybody was freaking out this week as y'all president.
That's your cousin.
That's your drunk uncle.
Y'all president put them tariffs down on a whole bunch of countries, including countries with no people on them. Yeah. and then on yesterday decided that, let's go ahead and pull them back. We were just playing around. Just everybody coming to the table. He said 75 countries came to the table, but yet nobody knows any of the 75 countries that came to the table that said they wanted to make a deal with him. But a lot of people were already starting to plan what they wasn't going to buy, just in case the tariffs hit. What was something that you probably get from overseas? I know Shawnee got a good answer for this one, because somebody was holding up them packages, huh?
Man, listen. Before he even did this, when he got elected, it messed up, because we order from TikTok Shop, we order from Shein, we order from Temu, we order from Alibaba, all them places. Man, I had ordered some fajas.
Some what?
Some who?
Fajas.
What's faja?
Can you help us? Help us
the
out. Hell is a faja?
Yes, yeah.
The ladies know what a faja is.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Man, it took 3 months to get them fajas, and then I couldn't even fit them.
So I guess we just gonna imagine
what the faja is.
I don't know what the hell it is.
Faja. I gotta
Google it.
Let me Google this. How do you spell that?
Yeah.
Faja. F-A-J-A. Faja.
F-A-J-A.
Faja.
Oh, look at the picture. Okay.
Colombian faja.
Oh, okay.
Ain't them called bustier?
I thought that was a girdle.
A girdle?
Yeah.
It's
the full body joint, though. The full body joint.
These niggas is
bad boys ain't cheap
talking
either.
about a girdle.
Did the tariffs hit?
When the last time you heard somebody
ain't
say
cheap.
girdle?
I don't know.
It's called a faja, Colombian faja.
Okay.
Okay.
The tariffs must have hit, because them bad boys ain't cheap.
They sure ain't.
Jesus Christ.
$58 for one of them.
Man, hold up.
Faja, those. I mean, it's body shaper wear that.
Okay.
Them women that y'all be looking at that y'all think better than black women, them the ones who wear it. That's where we got it from.
Why are we getting hit with this accusation?
It's called a Colombian faja.
Why are we getting hit with this accusation?
Because
all the male can go to Shawnee.
Every time y'all see, you ain't married to no black woman.
I say everybody with the exception of me is married to a black woman.
But it don't matter. Y'all, every time y'all see somebody that's different, she fine. Her hair real. No, it ain't. That's a wig.
I get fooled all the time. I don't be knowing.
Well, I guess
and they be wearing them
I guess if you're wearing this, then I guess you ain't shaped like that either, huh? I guess when you're wearing this, you ain't shaped like that, huh? That ain't your damn hips. Your hips ain't anything like that. You gonna bust open as soon as I cut you out of this. Cut you out of this, because you're gonna use some scissors to cut her out of this. So I guess that's what we looking at now.
No, you just
dense.
step in it. You just step in it.
Okay.
It ain't all of that.
I already know one thing that a lot of folks was already complaining about. The price of Jordans was going to go up.
Oh, my God.
The price-
And these phones, too, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the phone.
I'm thinking Samsung. You a Samsung guy. I know that's made in China, right?
No, it's made in Korea.
Ain't that the same thing?
No.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's Korea.
Next story.
All my Korean friends say, I got you. I got you. I need the love on the Koreans. Get him. I knew.
Samsung gang.
Yeah, but
No, they make these over in China.
Right.
iPhone. in China.
iPhone. Yeah, the iPhone.
iPhone's
Well,
made in
everything is going
my
up.
God.
And even with the tariffs, because even though he chickened out and took the tariffs off, he kept 10% on all products coming in out of United States. So it's still the tariff is still going to be a problem. And again, it's nothing what people voted for. We didn't vote for this. If you voted for him, I know whether you MAGA, whether you whatever you are, if you voted for this man, I know you did not vote for him to gamble with your money. I know you didn't want your drunk uncle in Vegas playing with your life investment. I know you didn't. And this is exactly what he did. And it's crazy because, again, we lost $7 trillion worth of wealth, generational wealth off the stock market.
Wow.
Wealth we will never get back. No matter how much the stock market will go up again, we will never get that generational wealth that this country has lost because your drunk uncle wanted to go to Vegas one night and say, I'm going to gamble with the American people's money.
Wow.
But I know one thing that was definitely was going to happen. And what I saw was everything, the price of everything, no matter what, if it was made in America, China, or Puerto Rico, it was going to go up regardless.
Yeah.
And they was going to say, oh, that's them tariffs, because people don't know any better.
Yeah.
And I think that was probably because you already got American cars being made and they $80,000, $90,000.
Yeah.
Now, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, it was the same thing like with the pandemic. You know, like prices, people price gouged during the pandemic and they didn't have to, but they did. And now this is going to spur off some other greed. I mean, the dude is a grifter. This is all a grift. If you caught the situation before he lifted the tariffs, he told people, now's a good time to buy stock. And what do you do when stock goes down if you're a multimillionaire? You buy. And then as soon as they bought the stocks up, he said, okay, I'm stopping the tariffs, and all the stocks jump back up.
Yeah, I saw
so
that.
then all of a sudden, he just made his oligarchy friends multimillionaires once again with money over money.
Not even millionaires, billionaires.
Yeah. So again, it's all a big grift. It is. It's just all one big grift.
Well, interesting thing is stocks are back down again today at this hour as we speak.
Yeah, they're down again because, again, uncertainty. The market and business people don't like uncertainty. And when you start playing with their emotions, like, again, with your drunk uncle want to go gamble, they don't know when he's going to go gambling again. What late night is he going to come up? Like 2 weeks from now, is he going to wake up and be like, they back on again?
Yeah.
I mean, business can't work on certainty like that. They can't.
Well, for poor people like me who go to the grocery store, and I didn't realize because I don't eat eggs, but I went to go get some eggs. Eggs like $8, $9.
Yeah.
Like
Where are y'all getting these $8, $9 eggs?
Man, I will say the store I went to, but I don't, they need to be a sponsor. But anyway, I totally didn't know eggs was $10.99 actually.
Yeah, they
How
more
many
expensive
eggs?
than
The brown
How many
large
eggs?
eggs, the brown ones was $10.99.
How many?
The white
How
ones
many?
was like 12.
Where are y'all getting
The
eggs
white ones
I
was
buy?
like $4.99.
I just bought a dozen brown eggs from a farm that's very popular. $5.64.
Well, you said a farm.
Yeah, farm.
No,
That's
it's in
I
the
went to the
grocery
store.
No, and it is in the grocery store. The stuff comes from the farm.
Well, no, not at this
I'm
store.
telling you, my neighborhood,
The
I'm with
eggs
Bink.
come from
In my
the
neighborhood,
farm.
it's like
You
Bink.
have to know what farm you're buying from in the grocery store. The farm brings the produce to the
All I know is when I
store.
go to the store and I
So-
open that freezer door,
Yeah.
and I see how much the meds cost, I shut
Shut
it
that
right
right
back.
close.
But I just bought some eggs from a very famous farm.
You keep saying farm, though. The farm.
Because the farm where they come from.
What she's not doing, what she's trying not to do is give these people credit.
It's like when you
because
go...
because each
because they buy advertising.
Each carton of egg has the farm where the eggs come from.
Oh, I never paid attention.
The fruit has the farm.
All
of that.
So you don't want to call. She doesn't want to call out.
I got you. I understand, but I know eggs is high. That's all. That was my point.
I'm with you on that though, because mine is 15 in my neighborhood.
Oh
why are your eggs $15?
You go to the grocery store in my neighborhood, and I don't want to shout them out.
Maybe they cook themselves.
It's 15. They $15 a carton.
Yeah, I seen that.
They go $15.
I don't know what y'all doing.
Y'all
doing
is on the tariffs, right?
No,
because of the tariffs.
Supposed to be on the tariffs. That's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm pointing out though, is the fact that everybody, even all these American businesses, grocery stores, all of them are going to raise the prices and blame these tariffs.
Yeah.
Oh, this the tariffs.
But the chickens ain't come from China.
That's what I'm saying.
The chickens reproduce, the cows reproduce themselves. That's why you got to know about agriculture.
And that's what I'm saying, though. But the average American don't know any of this.
Why the eggs go up, but the chicken wings, chicken thighs, breast ain't went up?
Yeah, they did go. They went up
high too.
They went up
high too. Chicken wings are high.
Yeah.
Well, the reason was initially the reason was the bird flu. The bird flu that came through, and farms got devastated because. There's this one chicken farm that had to wipe out their whole crop, millions of chickens. They had to wipe out their whole entire crop of chickens, millions of them because of they got infected. So it is serious, and it is a situation that is going on. And we were told, though, it was going to get solved day one. We don't know what happened. But
well, we'll just hold our breath and see.
Well, I will say this. Y'all living in some rich-ass neighborhoods, because I still ain't seen eggs hitting 15 where I'm at either.
$15 eggs either. And I'm like,
I'm telling you right now, I promise you, I will take a picture of the prices of the eggs in my grocery store, and I will show it to you next time I come in here. $15 for a carton of eggs that we have to pay in my neighborhood.
Man, hold up.
Damn. Well, one thing, speaking of eggs, pro-life versus pro-choice, a lot of people are still debating that, and there's a wild video circulating on social media of a woman by the name of Brianna Rivers. This video happened in New York. She punched this woman in the face. Punched this woman in the face. The woman that she punched, her name is Savannah Antayo. She's a reporter for pro-life advocacy group Live Action. Now, I don't know what question motivated this woman to suddenly punch her in the face, but have you seen this video?
No, let's check it out.
Do we kill the kids in foster care?
Why not? Why not, if that's the case?
We should kill the kids in foster care that aren't wanted?
Who's going to take care of them? I need to know the percentage of people who take children from foster care and abuse them and molest them, who make them like personal slaves.
We should just kill them.
Statistics before you come to me talking about pro-life.
We should kill the victims of molestation.
I think... What does this have to do with molestation?
You just mentioned people molesting children. We should kill the kids in foster care is what you said.
What I'm saying is in general, overall. If I don't want to have a baby, I should have the choice to.
Just don't have sex then.
Even as teens, people explore. And it's like, as funny as you want to be, people should still have the choice. I think that you just don't understand the magnitude of having a child.
I'm not the one who admitted they would be okay with killing babies in foster care and killing children that have been abused.
That's not the point. What I'm saying.
That's really.
She hit her after she said something like, just kill the kids then. The girl said kill the kids. She was like, how you gonna say kill the kids? Well, the girl like, well, ain't nobody gonna take care of them, so you might as well just kill them.
Yeah, the kids in foster care.
Oh, man. Let me just say right now, in the comment section, about to get it.
Oh, yeah.
About to get it. Straight up in the comment section, it's about to be on and popping. Because I know me and Shawnee, we got a different little outtake on this whole situation, don't we, Shawnee? Mm-hmm. Go right ahead, girlfriend.
What's the report? The
pro-life
reporter's name?
Yeah, the reporter's name
is Savannah Antayo.
Well, first of all, Savannah, you effed around and found out.
Man.
Because what y'all gonna stop doing is doing these man on the street interviews and being a little aggressive with the people that you're asking. I just, when you learn how to become a reporter, like one of the first thing they tell us is don't become the story.
Yeah, you don't become part of the story.
And so going back to what I said earlier about social media, these people get on camera and you want to be the star instead of getting the information that you really want to go out and get the information, or you wanted to make a point about you. And you don't go back and forth with the person that you asking the question. If I ask you, how's your day? You let them say how their day is. You don't tell them, well, you're not having a bad day. You getting the information, and then you take it. But y'all little man on the street reporters who want to be in front of the camera and try to get all these followers. I mean, my thing is, if I ask you a question and you punch me in the face, what I wouldn't have been doing is up there bleeding and crying. No, it would have been a problem.
Well, I mean,
the cops would have came. Well, because I would have pulled my pistol out and she would have got, because you ain't gonna hit me.
No.
Well, this was a big girl when you look at the side.
I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn.
Okay, put that screenshot up. Put that screenshot
I got
there.
it, but look at that.
She got hit.
So explain to me why exactly did she punch her though?
Well, according to Rivers, who was the person who swung the person who threw the punch, she said that she was intentionally antagonizing her during the interview, and she said that she edited the footage.
Okay.
Of course, which was intended to happen, of course,
right,
to remove what she called relentless antagonization and the moments leading up to her getting punching the girl in the face.
Okay, so let me ask you, riddle me this, Joker. Which one got punched, the anti-abortion person or the pro-abortion person?
The anti-abortion person got punched.
The one that doesn't want abortion.
They don't want women to have their choice.
Don't want women to have their choice. She got punched by the girl that wanted choice.
I guess that's her position.
No, it was opposite.
The girl that was like killing kids.
The girl that
punched the reporter.
The one that punched the reporter.
Yeah.
The girl.
She was like, just kill him. That's what she was saying.
Oh, so, again, so the reporter was asking an anti-abortion question. And
we don't know what question she was asking because the way they edited it, we don't know. But what I did see was her doing this with the girl that punched her, and so she
I'm trying to figure out the whole who was the.
Well, we're going to show the video.
Yeah. Who was the anti-abortion person and who was the abortion person?
The pro-life person was the reporter.
The pro-life person was the reporter. There we go.
Yeah.
And the pro-choice person was the one who threw hands.
Oh, threw hands. Oh, yeah, for sure. So the reporter should have got socked out.
Boy, did she.
Yeah.
Well, she should have just asked her question and kept it moving. Don't get into a back and forth with the person.
Yeah, exactly. Because that's not your position, like you said. That is so not your position to be dictating people's feelings.
If you're a reporter and a real journalist, you know that.
Well, that's the thing too. This influencer, this is her claim to fame, which is a lot of these kids. Their thing is trolling people. Yeah, that's become. It's not actual reporting. There is trolling. And trying to start stuff for the sake of views and getting people pissed off. Rage bait.
She got that.
That's a good term. Rage bait. I like that.
That's the term it is now. It's called rage bait.
Well, she got that then. She got all she asked for.
She brought that energy.
She got all she asked for.
And there's plenty of videos where we see.
And I'm sorry, I mean, cut you off, but honestly, I'm really not an advocate for violence. But if you cross me,
yeah, there's plenty of videos out there where we see these guys, these pranks and all that old stuff, and it's just a matter of time. It's a matter of time. It's probably some stuff that just happened.
It didn't happen already.
Seen.
Yeah, no, it's happened. Somebody got popped playing.
Well, I've seen people get popped, but I'm talking about something even more crazier than that.
Right?
Because I've seen a couple of dudes that, and I watch him. I ain't gonna front. I watch him do their pranks, and I'm like, yeah, one time they gonna be on that elevator and touch that girl going up the elevator, and something gonna happen.
Yeah, then the boy just did that. The boy rubbed the girl.
Yeah.
And the boyfriend or whatever, he grabbed him and drug him all the way down that escalator on the opposite side.
Yeah.
I said,
you gonna bring the wrong person,
like Shawnee said.
And then that's such a hot topic to begin with. That you're going to egg somebody on over a pro-life issue, that is such an emotional issue in itself, especially what is going on in the administration where they're trying to ban women the right to make their own choice. And then
Right.
you're going to play with somebody on that? Yeah. That's not a smart move.
In the Bronx. Well, I guess it don't matter because she was did in Oak Cliff.
You don't play with somebody on that.
Anywhere in the world.
She's lucky she made it out of there.
Yeah, really.
And she's crying, and she punched me in the face. What did you think was going to happen?
Yeah.
What did
And
you
women
expect?
deserve a choice. So you should have got punched in the face.
That is just an insane video. We got it up there for y'all to check out, but also another video we had to check out this week because a couple episodes ago we were kind of hard on the good Bishop Marvin Sapp. Some folks was hard on it. Some folks
The comments was
the comments was
I
going in.
hard on him.
not
Yeah.
us.
I mean, I think we were pretty fair about what Bishop Sapp said and everything about that. But of course, a lot of folks go watch the whole video. A lot of folks was upset about that in the comments. So since we were so hard on the black pastor, let's talk about a white pastor now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Who was out here wilding out on national TV over the weekend. There's a video that is surfacing of TV minister Kenneth Copeland. I know Kenneth Copeland. He's from Louisiana. I think he owns the largest house in the state of Louisiana. That's just how much money he getting off of church.
And the private plane.
And private planes, all that. In this video, he's preaching a sermon where he says that the devil had to be a gorgeous, ebony black person. That's what he sees him as. Dresses nice and all that. And he also equates the black struggle as black people being the most persecuted people in America and on earth as a sign that the devil is black. not white supremacy. It's not white supremacy that did us in. It's the fact that the devil must be black, and so that must mean that your Jesus and your white God must be good.
Completely convinced he's ebony black. Why? Has the white man, the yellow man, the brown man, anyone been persecuted like the black man? No. Why? Well, the color of the skin. That's what I'm trying to get over to. I'm convinced he was ebony black and gorgeous.
And that's what he's equating to. A lot of people are wilding out about this, but I think we should be giving him the same energy.
Well, first of all,
absolutely.
Hey, energy loading.
Energy
loading.
I mean, if that's the way he wants to do it, but Jesus was poor. Mm-hmm. He wasn't rich. Mm-hmm.
He hung out with all the strippers and the prostitutes and all that old stuff. And
he was a black man. Let's don't forget that thought. He was a black man.
I'm not really understand. And it is something I want to say, but I don't want to say. But I'm going to say it.
Go ahead.
Because it's a video out there of Kenneth Copeland being interviewed. A lady tried to stop him and interview him before he got on the plane. And when she asked him a question, I'm sorry, but you look like the picture of the devil that they show us in that video. I'm not lying. I'm not the only one that said that. Other people have said that too.
I haven't seen
He looked just like the devil. So, Kenneth Copeland, are you a... What did he say?
Well, let me go ahead
and chocolate. What? What kind
chocolate
of
devil?
Ebony. He used the word ebony.
Are you an ebony colored man, and maybe you just
I think he's hating.
bleach your skin or something? I don't know.
I
No,
think-
you don't deserve to be black. I'm sorry.
I think we should flip it on him now.
Okay.
What?
We can flip it on him very easily by using his own logic against him.
Okay.
Okay.
By saying that black people, the devil had to be black because of our struggle and what we go through and all this other stuff. I can turn around and say the devil must be white because the inherent fact that white people hate us for no reason. Give me a reason why you enslaved us for years. Give me a reason why you hung us from trees and picnics. Give me a reason why you call us how you call us and treat us how you treat us. Give me a reason for any number of the white supremacy things that are going on. Give me a real reason for the way they treat us, the way we've been treated.
Well, let me ask you this. How do you think black people who continue to believe in Christianity deal with this? Because Malcolm X once says the most segregated day in America is Sunday.
12 o'clock noon.
12 o'clock noon on Sundays.
Man.
Somebody's supporting the Cowboys. Somebody supporting the Raiders. Somebody supporting the Steelers. The Bears. Yep, it is.
Yeah.
I'm talking about church, not football.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
My bad.
She ain't lying though.
We talk about church. I mean, but it's similar to that. I mean, everybody divided into different denominations.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Everybody got their own version.
I mean,
or
you got
whatever.
the black Seventh Day and you got white Seventh Day Adventists. You got black
Jehovah's
Catholic
Witness.
Church. You got the white Catholic Church. You got this.
Yeah.
So
You got the white
but how do-
Protestants, you got the black Protestants.
But if you go to church, how do you deal with that? How do you reconcile with that? When somebody preach you that? What if you a black person sitting in Kenneth Copeland's church that Sunday and hearing this? Because there are black people who go to his church and watch his stuff on TV.
Why they sit there and stay?
He wouldn't get off. He wouldn't get off from that Sunday.
The same thing I said with Marvin said. You get up and leave. You ain't got to stay. You get up and walk out. I wouldn't be at his church.
I ain't in this one.
I wouldn't be at his church.
I agree though.
I wouldn't be at his church though. I mean,
I'm
why?
with Shawnee. I'd walk out because again, if somebody's gonna preach that kind of message,
You don't have to.
that's even a hint of segregation. Even though we know, again, I totally agree with Malcolm X. It is the most segregated hour in America every Sunday. But with that being said, there are a lot of inclusive churches. And if you're going to go to seek that kind of word or that kind of spiritual blessing, why would you want to receive it from somebody who wants to keep you segregated? And that's a segregated thought that he had.
And in that particular church, in his congregation, in my opinion, not seeing, well, we saw the video a minute ago, but he feels very comfortable in that church with his congregation and the message. So this is normal activity for this pastor, I would assume. So that's something else we got to think about. So
I just want y'all to think about that, church folk, and pay attention to your Christianity, man, because it's wilding out there. My mom always told me, follow Christ, not the American Christians.
And we know the comment section is going crazy. You just keep them coming because we taking all the smoke on this one today.
And you ain't got to go to church to believe in whoever you believe in.
Word.
Yeah.
And act accordingly. You can act
don't.
Jesus-like and don't have to go to nobody's church. That's my opinion.
Nobody's.
But we know y'all gonna be packed in that this upcoming Easter Sunday. We already know.
For your one time.
For your what is the other holidays usually they pack out church? What is
CME, Christmas, Mother's Day, Easter.
Oh,
Yeah.
there it is. Yeah, Mother's Day.
Mother's Day, yes.
Yeah.
New Year's Eve, not no more New Year's Eve.
Sometimes with Catholics, though. I go with Catholics.
that.
No more
Catholics
with
go
New
to
Year's
church on
Eve.
New Year's
Used
Eve a
to
lot.
be.
It used to be big on New Year's Eve. You catch everybody in that New Year's Eve, thinking the world was going in at midnight just in case. Just in case.
I'm
Let
going
me
to
be
church.
over here. I'm going to church.
I'm going to the club.
But definitely Christmas, Mother's Day,
and Easter.
and Easter.
I did not know that CME meant that. So that because
I
that's
didn't know
real
that.
church is
Well,
called CME. And
No.
that's,
That CME means something else. I don't know what that means.
There's real church
But-
called
Yeah,
CME.
CME Baptist Church.
CME Church.
Yeah, but it
I
is.
know that.
Yeah.
But I don't know what theirs stand for. But I just Christmas.
I never.
Mother's Day is-
Christ
That's how I-
Methodist Episcopal.
Or
maybe?
something
don't
like
know.
that. I thought it meant that. When she just said that, that's not what Christmas. That I did not know
gotta make
that.
sense.
Christmas, Mother's Day,
That
Easter.
makes total sense to me now.
CME, we all we got.
Amen.
Over here at the Parkview Baptist CME Church, we see you on Christmas, Mother's Day, and Easter. I did not know that. I'm shocked by that. Let's get into some hip hop and some entertainment stuff real quick. A lot of people are chatting about this one, the Billboard Top 25 Female All-Time Hip Hop List.
I don't know who put this
They
together.
best female rappers of all time. Now, Billboard is known for putting out a bunch of bullshit lists. That's why I think Jay-Z said one time in one of his songs, we used to look up to Billboard when we was young, but now we look at Billboard like, is you dumb? Because a lot of people are asking that question with this list. There are top three on this list. At number 1 is Nicki Minaj. At number 2 is Missy Elliott. At number 3 is Lauryn Hill. Do you have any beef with that top 3 first off?
I do have a big beef with that top 3, but we do have to take it back to what Billboard represents.
Okay.
Sales. So I could see Nicki holding that spot because Nicki crossed over.
But even in the streaming era.
Nicki,
Because we're talking about rappers who numbers are inflated due to streams.
Yeah.
And we're going against rappers who you had to go out in the store. You had to get your ass up and go get the CD to hit.
Buy it out.
Yeah, but I mean, I definitely think there are other female rappers that are way more iconic than Nicki, Missy, and Lauryn.
All right.
Because I think that they are, but I guess when it comes down to those sales, I can see that with Nicki. Missy and Lauren.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, because the body of work that Nicki has done started, what, 09?
Yeah.
2010?
Mm-hmm.
Her last album was out, what, 2 years ago?
Yeah.
So she sold a shitload of records, and she had a huge impact on the culture. Not saying that Lauren and who was number one?
Nicki's number one.
So not saying that Lauren and Missy haven't, because they have just as well. But I think Nicki has been more consistent in that time frame, which might have, and the sales probably reflect that too. I'm not saying Nicki better than anybody or anybody better than Nicki, but what I'm saying is I can feel that her being number one is about right in my view.
From Billboard.
From this list that they put out. And then in my personal, you know what I'm saying?
What you say, Action?
Number one.
I mean, I don't have a problem with the top three. I mean, just the order. I could listening to Bink. I can go with that argument and just from Nicki's body of work and what she's done, and she has put her stamp on the culture. All right, because of the Barbies and all this other stuff, she's done her thing.
All right, let's go through the other parts of this list. Let's go through the top 10. All right, at number 4 is Lil' Kim. At number 5 is Queen Latifah. Number 6, MC Lyte. 7, Salt and Pepper. 8, Roxanne Shante. 9, Eve. 10, Foxy Brown.
See, I got a problem with that because I got a hard time believing that's like Salt and Pepper, like their sales. I'd be curious to see what their sales are. And I'm just talking about Billboard criteria, not my personal list. Because no, but
I'm surprised Foxy Brown is in the top 10.
Well, when Foxy had a run, she moved some units.
But then you gotta think like, when was the last run? And there's been artists.
Right. I agree with that.
Because even Eve, I mean, I love Eve.
But that'd be a dope concert, though, if all that top 10.
Yeah.
That'd be a dope show.
Because when I look at
concert series,
when I look at this top 10 list, I see at least, I mean, let's face it, Lauren has survived with one album.
Oh, the miseducation of Lauryn Hill did everything for her.
Yeah, that she survived off of one album.
But then she still had hits with the Fugees.
Yeah, she had hits with the Fugees.
So to have her up there in that high regard is pretty good. The bottom half of this list where I have a problem with, because a lot of these are some of the newer people that we've never heard of.
Okay,
right.
Like number 25 is Tierra Whack.
Yeah, I don't
know
I've
never. I can't even name a bar of Tierra. Dolce is at 24.
I mess with Dolce though.
I can respect that.
Shout out Dolce.
It's too soon.
Too soon?
But Billboard criteria, maybe so. But for her to be on the list, too soon.
Well, here's where I get a little issue with the Billboard criteria. Because at number 23 is Gangsta Boo. At number 22 is the Lady of Rage.
Well, Billboard criteria.
Lady of Rage I don't think she ever released a full album like that.
Maybe they counting that with all the Death Row stuff.
So that's what I'm saying. I don't know if the Billboard criteria is really being effective right here. Real quick, you got Cardi B on the list at 11, The Brat at 12.
Okay.
Trina at 13, Left Eye at 14, Megan Thee Stallion at 15, Doja Cat at 16. Rhapsody at 17, Remy Ma 18, Lotto at 19, Moni Love at 20, Glorilla at 21.
Well, see, then even if you go by the Billboard category, I think Megan is even probably in the wrong spot right now.
Yeah.
Right. So
she should be up or down?
Yeah, I think she should be up.
I think Cardi should be up.
I think she should
definitely be up. I agree with Cardi as well.
Yeah. Rhapsody, I mean, because if you go by that criteria,
I like
those
Rhapsody.
they've been crushing it. Yeah. Megan and Cardi.
Right.
Yeah, I like Rhapsody, but
who are they missing though? Who are we missing off this all-time female list? Billboard criteria or not? Because at the end of the day,
that's a great question.
At the end of the day, the controversy about this is the fact that
Rod Digger.
We don't know the criteria.
Yeah, but Rod Digger.
Yeah, Rod Digger.
I don't know. To be in the top 25?
Well, I mean, not
on the list.
I know, but on the list. But you said top 25, right?
If we going by my criteria, it would be Rod Digger would be on there.
Okay.
Of course, Light. Of course, Queen Latifah. Of course, Salt and Pepper. Of course, Roxanne Shante.
Who would be going hard?
Of course,
right
Moni Love.
Well,
but that's what I grew up on. Like, if I ask my kids who your top 25 women, female rappers, she, the oldest is gonna say Glorilla because that's what she's
that's what's
growing up
happening now.
on. So.
Yeah, or in her era.
Well, I'm pissed because Mia X ain't on this list.
Oh well, of course the Louisiana thing.
I'm pissed because that Mia X did numbers. She went gold her first time out. She was part of that No Limit camp. She actually wrote all her rhymes. she did numbers when she was on the Billboard charts. She was in the top 10 when her album came out. So I don't know why she's not on this list.
She's definitely better than what's her name, Tierra Whack.
We don't know who that is.
I don't even know who that is.
No disrespect, Tierra Whack. No disrespect.
Because you can get on the couch if you want to.
Yeah.
And we can come learn all about
You
you.
can get on the couch.
Any other females we may be missing?
I can't think of any.
What happened to Queen Pen? Where Queen Pen at? What party?
Yeah, party
at?
in a party.
A party is a party till it's ran off.
Or Charlie Baltimore.
All right.
yeah,
Hey.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that took me back right there, Charlie Baltimore. Oh
yeah.
man.
I'm literally over here trying to think of somebody.
Yeah, I can't either. Like I'm trying to think like who was standing out back in the day or even now that I feel like would deserve to be on that list. And I can't think of one artist that is not on the list.
What about Kaya?
She's got a classic. She's
my
got a
neck,
classic.
my back was
Got a
popping.
classic.
She's got a
That
classic
you-
that still stands.
But
Yeah.
again, it's the thing that makes it weird is just we trying to figure out the criteria. Because
Right.
Billboard got the criteria messed up.
Right.
Because we were thinking like, could it be from album sales or
Right.
could it be from this or that?
Yeah.
And we trying to think like how to put these people on a list. And I think just like the tariff methodology when they put when they tried to figure it out with the numbers on the tariff, I think they figured that. I think they sent that formula to Billboard.
Yeah, they were here. Put some
Nobody
women on the
knows
list.
what the formula was, how they made up the criteria.
That's what I'm trying to think because as fellas, it's tough for us because we tend not to listen to too much female hip hop as fellas. There's the few that do break through. Like everybody on that list, I've listened to except Tierra Whack. I don't know who she is. I don't know a bar of her music. I'm sorry, but
You listen to Lotto?
Lotto, no. I'm gonna be honest with you. No, I just thought about that. No, I can't think of another song with Lotto on it. And
listen
she's
to
on
Lotto.
the list.
I could do Lotto, but with the female rappers, I mean, I listen to them, but it's just they don't have a lot of them with quality. If you like in the life, and there are a lot of good spitters that didn't make it, like Rod Digger. I thought that was a great name, or that could have been added to that list because
Shauna should have been on that list.
Yeah,
Disturbing the Peace.
Shauna. Yeah.
Okay.
Man, I'm just trying. I can't believe I.
You drawing
can't
a
think of
blank?
nobody. Yeah, I mean, I'm just thinking women that rap that's consistent. Like I ain't thinking about one-offs. Like
yeah.
Shout out Big E.
well, yeah.
From Dallas,
Did Trina
Texas.
make the list?
Yeah,
Trina's
Trina's on the
on the
list.
list.
She's on there.
Trina's on the list.
Emil from Rockefeller.
Well, she was a
she had the
one-off.
one song on. She's
Yeah.
on Can I Get Her? Vita from
Yeah,
From,
it's not a lot.
Ja Rule from his
Ja
camp.
Rule, Vita. I'm like Crime Mob.
what was
Diamond from Crime Mob.
Where was the Brat?
The Brat was
Brat-
12.
Yeah, the Brat was number 12.
12. Okay.
She was the first, if we recall, I think she was the first platinum, first one to go platinum.
First woman to sell solo. To
Yeah,
sell a
solo,
million
solo
records.
platinum, yeah.
So that's
She needed to be on this
Super
list.
dope.
Yeah, remember last year they had that story about places where women don't want to go on a first date.
Oh yeah. I remember that.
Okay, so apparently I don't know if this is the same person, but they came out with a list of men that have no business dating at all. If you're a man, you should not be dating at all if, number one, you have toddlers or younger.
I disagree with that.
Stop that.
Yeah.
Stop that.
End it.
Okay, how about if you live with your mama?
I don't think that's bad.
Depending on the circumstance.
Depends upon the age.
And the
I
age.
think the
Age
circumstance
counts.
feels it depends on how their family is set up.
Yeah.
All right, how about live with their baby mama?
Oh no, hell no.
If she's willing to play.
Well,
What are
you
we
know,
talking here?
we did that though.
What are we
Me and the
talking?
girls that lived together, and we went together.
Do you think a man, would you date a woman dealing with that situation?
I mean, when they was dating him.
No, let's switch it up though real quick.
They
Would you
didn't
date?
have
Probably
no
not.
problem.
Would you date a woman that is staying with her baby daddy?
Nah, probably not. I know some chicken going on over there.
Yeah,
No, that's not true.
I already know.
That's not true.
We as niggas. It's always gonna be there.
Yeah, we not playing those games.
Because
playing those
again,
games.
like I
Stop
said,
that.
me and my girl's dad stayed together and wasn't none of that going on.
But that's different.
That was just one anomaly.
That
Trust
ain't
me.
different.
Yeah, that is different.
Okay.
That's not different.
The exception always proves the rule.
Yeah,
Anyway,
yeah,
let's move on. If you don't have a valid driver's license, you should have. Do men have? You have no business dating if you ain't got no driver's
Yeah,
license.
you gotta have your business together.
Yeah, you're not.
All right.
You kidding me? You don't even know who the person is.
All right, how
And they're not
about men that bank with Cash App?
Men that bank with
that's
cash.
good.
They
Yeah,
don't
that's
have
your
like
bank account. Your whole bank account is Cash App. You
my
direct
first
deposit,
time
checks,
hearing that.
everything is straight
That's
Cash
my first
App.
time hearing that. I know
Well,
some people
that's what
that
these
do-
young people are doing. These younger,
Yeah.
these YNs, that's
Yeah.
their banking now. They're
Yeah.
banking with Cash App.
Hey, dummy, get a bank account. 'Cause,
Yeah.
yeah.
All right.
period.
They'll be renting all their life.
Yeah.
Now a lot of these are make sense, like men that don't take care of their kids,
Yeah.
of course. Men that sag their pants,
Horrible.
That's a given. Men that disrespect women, that's a given.
Yep.
Men that don't own a suit
Shouldn't be
That's a
dating.
good one.
shouldn't be dating.
Yeah.
if you don't own a suit.
Maybe they've never had to ever go
Maybe,
anywhere in a
I don't
suit.
know.
Depending on the situation.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah.
They better have a
Alright.
picture of a suit in their phone or something.
What about men that live in motels?
Man, hold up.
So if they live in motels,
If you live in a motel.
like an Airbnb,
No, like in a
Like
motel.
Motel 6.
like the Motel 6.
Yeah, right
Like the
there.
dude
right
drop
there.
in.
Right
You know,
there
like
next,
some motels let you rent out monthly.
Yeah.
Just
But
like
I
that.
mean,
next to Henderson's Chicken.
Yeah,
Econo-
right.
I mean, but if that's
Econo
how
Lodge.
if they don't have the only responsibility is them, and that's what they want to do,
So you'll date a guy that lives in a motel.
I ain't staying there. So
But you'll date him.
That's weird.
it's a date. I'm not living with
Okay.
him.
Okay.
So what if he want to cook for you at the motel?
No, we're not doing that.
Yeah.
We can't go on a date
Come
at
on
the
over
motel.
to the house.
No, we can meet at the
Meet all my neighbors.
We can meet at Henderson's
I got a bunch
Chicken.
of cars in the parking lot and everything.
We can meet at Henderson's.
How about this one? Men that got to tell their mama everything.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Well, that
I'ma
sound like
let
a
Shawty
boy.
answer
That
that.
that don't sound like a man.
I'ma
That
let
sound
Shawty
like a
answer
boy.
All right. Then what you doing, men?
What you doing? That sound like my homegirl.
Man, hold up.
What you doing?
You want to know what's number 29 on the list?
What's 29?
Men that are Cowboys fans. Thank you. Have a good night, everybody.
Shout out to all the Cowboys fans.
By
these
themselves
people
for the rest of
Right.
their
If
life.
you think I'm kidding, go look at the list. It's on there.
And it's a list of people you shouldn't date, right? It's
Slide into my DMs if you're a Cowboys fan. We can have a
Just
lovely
in case,
year.
if you think I'm kidding, it's on. What does that say right there, Bink?
Cowboy fans.
Hey, is that the list of people you shouldn't be dating?
You should date if you have
You're a
no
Cowboys
business
fan.
if you're a Cowboys
You're
fan.
a Cowboys
All
fan.
right, let's get him out of here because Bink's got well not Bink.
Actually
I actually
gotta
got to
go.
get back to work. We got to
Yeah.
get back get these radio
Gotta do
shows
it.
on the air.
Follow us at Big Bink's Break Room. And I was serious. Earlier in the show, we was talking about partners. We're looking for partners.
yeah.
We're looking for people to help us keep this operation, Media Room 360, Brown Liquor, Big Bink's Break Room, entertainment, coming to y'all every week. We looking to keep it going, but we need your help. So, we got a cash app we put together. It's right there, right? It's somewhere over here. It's over there somewhere. Right there.
Yeah, right there.
Donate. Nothing is too big, nothing is too small. But we for real, though. Like, we really trying to.
And you get the
this
swag,
going.
too. You get the
Oh,
swag.
yeah, we got shirts, we got swag, we got hoodies.
Yeah.
We got a lot of stuff, but we need your help. And if you know me, like, give me $1. Like, come on, man. Just give me $1. I know my Facebook thing say 49999. So I should have 49999 or at least a third of that.
I
right?
like how you say, just give me $1.
Yeah.
Just give me $1.
And if you know him, just give me $1.
Yeah.
If you know her, just give me $1. If you know Bells, just give me $1.
Yeah, tell the people where they can get that $2 action for that raise ride real quick.
And again, you could just go to AIDS Life Cycle. We got the QR code again, just right here on the screen, somewhere on the screen. Hit the QR code and just donate. And anybody want to set up a GoFundMe, set it up. I would appreciate that. But on the real though, Bink is right. We love what we do and we love doing it here, and we love doing it for you guys. But it's not for free. So again, you got the swag. Be a partner.
And
Thank y'all. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, yeah. Don't forget, go follow us everywhere at Big Bink's Break Room on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. You know where it's at. Holla at y'all. See y'all next time. Bye.
When you see the video, like it. Hit the like button. It take like 2.5 seconds.
And hit
Just like
subscribe.
it.
Hey, we gotta go.
Yeah, give us $1.
Trying to feed our kids. Hell.
Give us $1.